I'll tell you the worst trash beer is um the champagne beers. What the hell is that?
Oh,
High
get the
Life.
fuck out of here. That shit's
And
great.
High Life?
I
No,
love
Life.
High
dude.
Life.
Miller
High
High
Life
Life.
is
Miller
High
good.
High
Life is
Life.
ass,
High
dog.
Life is good.
That
High
is
Life
Oh,
is
great. It's
bad.
good.
got those tiny bubbles.
It's
That's
ass.
that is
Ah,
disgusting. I remember
it's
when
classy.
I was it was like I had a fake ID and me and my friends scraped together enough money and we're like, yeah, let's we're gonna get fucked up this weekend. And I was like trying to find the cheapest beer I could, and I was like, oh yeah, look at this shit. This is cheap as fuck for a 30 of
Champagne
this.
of beers.
Yeah, and I bought it, and we're like all hyped to get fucked up, and nobody got fucked up.
Like my
Like we had that beer for like months because no one wanted to drink it.
we've got this like soda in the house, which like you can make your own carbonated drinks out of.
Yeah, we got one. It's sick.
So, like straight water plus carbonation tastes more like beer than fucking Miller High Life.
So
Miller High
we
Life
used
is
to
gross.
in high school. We had this German exchange student, and doing the netgear, we got our fake ID and scraped enough money together, and we got a couple of 6-packs and had a party. And we gave one to the German exchange student, and
He
her
left
exact
offended.
words. Well, and her exact words, and I will never forget this in my entire life, was after one sip, she looked at us and she said, "This is like f***ing in a canoe, really close to water." I'll never forget that in my entire life.
Oh yeah, I was asking about Porsche 944s. What do you guys think about Porsche 944s?
So listen, I think the 944 is the perfect autocross beginner's car because they're not hard to work on.
Yeah, but you're gonna be working on it. They're so old.
No, exactly.
They tend to last like forever though, mileage wise.
No, there's the rub is that they need work, and the work's going to be expensive. The parts are going to be expensive.
Yeah, but
True.
They made
they're
a
not
shitload
hard to
of
do.
them. They made a shitload of them, but the parts you need is probably broken on the car on another car too.
Where did it go? If everything checks out on this one, I was looking at this morning, is legitimately a good deal from what I could tell. These prices of these have been creeping up and up and up.
Well, your first mistake
this
is
is
that it's sold.
But, well, yeah, I know. But this is also a turbo, according to the description. He didn't put it in the title. I don't know why. But the turbos go for way more money.
It's in the title.
Oh, I'm blind. That's
All
okay.
No,
2.5 liter turbo, 285 horsepower, new torque
Like,
tube,
that's-
whatever the fuck that is, new
This
transmission.
looks
new
good
clutch.
if it's all truth.
The torque tube is it's a drive shaft inside of a tube.
Oh,
Dang.
why?
because it's
German, I
Porsche,
don't
because
know.
they can.
How do you guys feel about unknown mileage cars?
No.
That's a
What
What
no
about
go.
Yeah.
unknown mileage 944 for less than 5K?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
I
a 200,000 mile car.
I wouldn't f- that with your
Not with like not for any money.
I don't know, like for $4,000. I mean, this might be
Like
cool.
you would take it for a test drive and cruise it and like
Yeah,
smell
I-
the thing and see if it's dying.
No,
fine.
and
It's clean.
I've been in a couple of 944s. So I used to have this guy that I worked with that was very passionate about 944. He's a weird dude. Anyways, I've been in a couple of them, and they're a nice driver car.
I believe it. I've been in one. I really couldn't. I've never driven one. I couldn't really say how I feel about them, honestly. I just feel like if you want something to drive, I wouldn't buy an 84 Porsche, even if it is cheap.
Yeah.
Especially if it's
I mean,
cheap.
unless you were a
and-
teenager in the 80s, and in which case, like, I'm sorry, I'm stomping all over your nostalgia, but like, don't buy one of these.
No,
Yeah.
I wasn't planning on buying it.
And here's the other thing about it, like they're rejected by the Porsche community because everyone sees it for they see it for truly what it is, which is that was Porsche trying to attack the 80s market of super hyper consumerism and overspending and stuff like that, and to them it's the engine is on the wrong end of the car and it's cooled by the wrong element.
This car was the end of the 911. They were going to or planning on the current
I was
CEO at the
gonna
time
say.
was to just do these 944s and 928s, these front engine bullshit. And like whatever, CEO got fired and replaced with another guy who said, "F all that noise. We're gonna keep doing the 911."
Let me say something about
And
the
that was
Porsche
the right,
community,
that was
though.
the right thing to do.
Yeah.
The Porsche community and their opinion on any Porsche, fuck them.
Shun the liquid
The
cool.
Porsche community, they don't like the Cayman. It's the poor man's 911 or some bullshit.
They don't like the Boxster.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't like
They
the
don't
Boxster
like
either.
anything
But
liquid cool. Nobody likes the Boxster.
But my point with that is that it's never going to be worth any money because Porsche guys are going to have to be the ones that create the value of this car, and Porsche guys don't want it.
yeah,
Yeah, I can see that.
that's true.
I-
This is a really cool looking tachometer, though. I will say it goes the wrong way. It's pretty sick. Actually, this is a really cool looking gauge cluster. Honestly, like the yellow and everything. Like this is awesome. I'd sit behind this.
But then you have that.
But this
What's wrong with it?
is, yeah. I don't know. I'm not into them. Like I don't like the bubble of them. I think that the pop-ups on them are okay.
I don't think
but
it's
they're
a
not.
terrible
they're not big enough.
style.
I think it's right on the money for 80s.
Yeah, and the hat just kind of
Uh,
thick too.
And this red is
I don't hate them.
I mean, they were all red though. Like, find me one it's either going to be red or black.
But yeah, red most of the time.
red, black, and silver.
There's a lot of silver ones. Yeah.
If you were in the
yeah.
market for a 944, would you buy one with unknown miles for probably less than 5K, probably even less than 4K if you can talk this guy down?
I mean, it really just depends on
How
the
confident
price,
are you?
right? Like, and that's it too. Like, I personally, like, I know how to do the work. If I got that dude down into like a more comfortable price, especially because it was unknown mileage, then that's one thing. But like, somebody who has to take it to a shop, that like any little thing that goes wrong, if you got to
Like
take it to
me.
a shop, yeah, like that's a sketchy buy at best.
Mm.
But if
Yeah.
you can do the work,
As you can see, turbos creep up to 20K real fast.
Was that one that we were just looking at? Was that a turbo?
The unknown mile, no. The most desirable ones are the turbos and like the Turbo S.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Yeah,
actually turbos.
and I've been in the turbo one, and they're nice driver cars. And like I said, I legitimately think like if you have a genuine interest in autocrossing or canyon driving or something like that, like a 944 turbo would be a great beginner's car.
But why not a Miata?
So this one's like the
Because-
quote-unquote facelifted one. Look at the instrument cluster on that. It's completely different.
Why not a Miata? Because this way you get to look at somebody with a Miata and be like, yeah, I've got a Porsche.
I've got a Porsche, bro.
You could say it wrong too. Like, I've got a Porsche.
and see, that's the other thing. It's like this is the Porsche. It's the Porsche people buy to say they have a Porsche.
Right.
Yeah. This and the Boxster. Like,
Yeah.
ugh. But also, I guess the Cayman, but I really like the Cayman. I think
Cayman's
it's
No,
a
I
fine
definitely
car.
think the Cayman deserves a Porsche name just because listen, if you apples to apples it, like you put a turbo on a Cayman, it's going to outrun a 911. And that's just, everybody knows that.
Most
Yeah.
of the time, the Cayman is just a better deal overall though, compared to 911. You're going to be paying like half
Right.
for
And
very similar performance.
This f***ing thing.
That
Yo,
fucking bench.
that's got the Fox on it.
Yeah.
That bench.
This thing fucks.
It's in a trailer park.
You could on that bench.
You're right. It's a
is a
$90,000 car in a Collinsville, Illinois trailer park. Excuse me. It's a $90,000 car in a Southern Illinois trailer park.
I was going to say, how close is that to Gary?
It's because the guy's trailer park rent is $200 a month, and they spent all his money on this.
I was looking at a Spider also. I was looking at an MR2 Spider that looked like a really good deal, except all of the pictures were right up next to a trailer and they were on gravel.
Yeah,
And that was enough to say, nah, I'm all right.
I don't want to go to this trailer park. I'm good.
And nothing against people who live in trailer parks. It's just you don't have a garage. You don't have a tent to park
don't
your
have a
car
road.
under.
My father-in-law, they're gonna come visit Wednesday, and he called and like, yeah, we're gonna go up there to visit. I want to sell my Baja Turbo. Do you want to buy it? And we're gonna talk about it more when he comes. But I don't think I can pass it up. I mean,
You got
I think
pics, dude?
I don't have any pics of it, but it's a good condition car. I remember when he bought it out of Albuquerque because he came up here, and I don't know where I was. I was outside of town, and he took my truck up there, trailered it back to El Paso from Albuquerque, and then drove it back home. But it's low mileage.
I don't know if I could get over driving a Baja. Like,
they're niche. Like, they're niche.
Very.
Like, people like them.
Yeah.
This is a bat darling.
It'll turn some heads. It'll get you some upvotes.
Bring a Trailer likes this. Like, not this one. But...
no, Bring a Trailer does not like that one.
What's that with $15 dress? What's up with that?
Where? All right, hold on.
Get back from that one. Yeah, there you go.
I'm just trying to look at turbos, but
yeah, his is nice.
How many miles?
Search turbo on.
It wasn't high mileage. I remember when he bought it. I want to say around 100,000 miles.
Yeah, you lost the search. You lost the search query on the forum.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Learn how to use your own website, dude.
God, didn't you build this or what?
I'm busy, man. I don't have time to learn how to use my own shit.
But I think I'm gonna have to buy it.
Look at that 119. Or no, we looked at that one.
Is turbo a trim?
Yeah.
Okay.
How many miles on this?
Look at that, like 8th down. 110,000 miles.
How many miles on your friend's turbo?
It's roughly 100,000.
Show him this one when you're talking about price, because this one's $3,500.
Look at that thing.
Yeah.
It probably doesn't even run.
Just be like, hey, it's the same car. Oh my god.
That doesn't run. That is not a running vehicle. Look.
This is a storage facility.
Is there a description?
Update, parting out, or trade for beater truck. Let me know what you want or have. About 111,000 miles, needs a couple things. The new inlet pipe I have for it. Put on power steering is trash. Needs new pump lines and maybe rack and pinion. Possibly new battery, wouldn't hurt. Just a little TLC and it'll be perfect. It's sage green. Yes, it needs to be clean. We parked it about this time a year ago. Have heavy-duty Rallytech springs and shocks. All new for the rear. Extra paint and orange hoses.
Is that a factory color?
No.
Okay, good.
No, you can see it here on the.
It looks like it's in
right
plastic dip.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is dip.
Like what?
Go back to the
you had lying around.
Yeah, here's the. Oh, it's excuse me, it's Krylon Fusion.
Oh yeah, there you go.
There's your can of extra paint.
Yeah.
Okay, so but seriously, use this in your negotiation.
Go back to the listings.
He said he'd sell to me cheap and
go up.
I think I'm gonna have to buy a Baja Turbo. I can't pass it up.
Just do it.
You could just flip it. Like that would be a really good deal.
Flip it like a year later so you don't offend anybody.
Yeah.
Right there. The 110, right? Go up 2 from that one.
What's that lifted one though? Or is that just on?
Oh no, that looks lifted. This one looks clean.
Yeah.
Did these come in a stick? Did these come in a manual?
Yes. His is automatic.
Eh.
But it's the turbo.
Clean.
But this one's $10,000.
Is it worth $10,000?
That's what they go for, man. Like 10 to 15 for a nice one.
Mm-hmm.
This is the one you have been looking for. Okay.
This is
your Jedi mind tricks won't work on me, dude, but okay.
Yeah. This automatic Baja is exactly what you want.
But
yeah, like I said,
that's what he's saying. If you're looking for a Baja, that's the one you're looking for. That's not the one.
6-inch lift.
This is the one right here. This Baja with a 6-inch lift is definitely the one I'm looking for.
Message this guy and ask him if he's taking it off any sweet jumps.
and then the freaking
he's got the time
SCI spoiler or SCI scoop. I mean,
The Tyne Flex Z coilovers.
Yeah, so you can either go way up or way down, your choice. But these wheels don't even fit. If he goes over a sweet jump, he's gonna destroy the entire car.
No,
So you can't even make a full like turn.
Yeah.
This looks
those don't fit at all.
ridiculous.
15-inch Jeep wheels.
This car can drive straight.
This one's
Has that a-
15,000.
It had a motor rebuild on it too. I mean, listen, it's a Subaru with 100,000 miles. I'd
was about to
expect
say.
a motor rebuild.
Yeah. Oh, it had a rebuild? Is it a Subaru?
Is it a Subaru? Does it have 100,000 miles? Okay.
Oil change. Oh yeah, so engine rebuild.
Yep.
What a piece. But no, I mean, if there's one just being thrown at you, I'd buy it. Like, it's a desirable car. Like, it's not something I really want, but
God,
I get
no,
it.
I would never. But
But
I think
you can
I
make
think
some
they're
money.
kind of neat. I think they're like really neat.
I think they're neat, and lots of other people do too. So like, you can't lose on this.
you know what? I
Yeah.
bet you would not die in one of those if you got
bet
an
you're right.
accident.
How about
Oh,
this is
no.
really reliable?
Yeah.
Or, excuse me, really safe.
I don't know. Let's see what Nick's got to say.
Yeah.
This one's $7,000, but it has 200,000 miles on it. Yeah, so I mean, you can't. If you get this thing for under 10 grand, I don't think that you can go wrong. And you can put your dirt bike in it.
Sick.
You can put your dirt bike in it.
It's a sedan you can put a dirt bike on. What other car can do this?
This one's
6,500,
6,500.
215,000 miles.
The Subaru Baja has not been NHTSA safety rated, so you might die.
No, just look up what an Outback. Look up a 2000 Outback. Go back to that $15 dress. Go down.
This one here.
I'd pay $15.
Yeah.
There is
Nice.
also no
I like the
safety
color.
rating for an Outback.
Really?
And I'm looking now. Hold on.
While you're looking for that, let me show you my favorite thing to look up on Facebook Marketplace.
Is it food?
Dude, hell,
God.
some of the most trash-looking food ever. People will bring that shit to your house, drive across town for like 45 minutes to bring you
Oh,
$10
man.
nachos.
It's Taco Tuesday.
Like,
Yes, we
yeah.
deliver. Delivery fee
how-
depends on location.
How cheap are you that you can't do that? You can't put a little bit of chicken and cheese in a tortilla and like heat it up on the skillet.
whose
Nobody-
first idea is ever Facebook Marketplace for food?
That's the thing is there's so much of it. There's so much
Is that a
of these
lobster?
people.
I mean,
Actually,
that
it
crap.
looks pretty fucking dang,
Good.
dude.
That
Yeah.
looks good.
Yeah, what's that shit covered in cheese? Let me see that. Damn.
Shrimp and
I don't even care what's under that cheese. I'll eat it.
yeah, that looks good. Like no lie.
Yeah, but then look at the prices. Today's menu on Facebook Marketplace. Number 1, New
40
Orleans Creole butter crab legs and jumbo shrimp 25 for 1 plate and 2 plates for $45.
Jesus.
Oh,
Get
no,
outta
dude.
here.
That's
outta
fancy
here.
restaurant prices.
You can get a ribeye through Facebook Marketplace.
Dude, what's the collector food fee at?
This is a real thing. It's constant. It's always something different. I don't know why Facebook isn't shutting this down.
edible cookies for $10?
where?
Is that?
Is that what we think it is?
Very moist, very tasty, very delicious cookies. They hittin' better. Get them while they last. Yeah, these are weed cookies.
They hitting better.
The last batch
Yep.
was not hitting, but these
Oh, no.
are worth the $10.
I-
Be hit.
He means they hitting. Get them while they last.
Oh,
That
just
burger,
to,
though.
They hitting. Period.
just
Better
to finish
get them while they
that,
last.
to finish that last thought, the Subaru Outback has a 5-star crash test rating.
There you
I'm
go.
legit getting hungry. Like, let me get some of these links.
You could order through DoorDash and it would cost just as much. That's the part that blows my mind. Like, you
And
could,
it'd probably
okay, I
get
can
there
go to an
hotter.
actual restaurant or I can go to a guy on Facebook. All right, are we done with Bajas? I think that you should.
Wait, go down to second to last one visible on the screen there. Oh, that's
The-
hella miles. I just thought it looked cool in the thumbnail.
I like that roof rack, honestly.
bro.
Yeah,
Bro.
I'm pretty sure I have to buy it.
I don't
can't-
think it's a bad buy at like under 10 grand. I don't think you can possibly go wrong, honestly.
I think I'm hoping to spend under 5 grand.
Dude, if
Wow.
you
Oh,
went
I
under
think you could
5,
scoop it for that.
Sounds like somebody's going back on Bring a Trailer.
Yeah,
Round two.
Polish it up,
I'm back.
polish it up, and clean it up, and
Do
Yeah.
it. Yeah, I think that you're onto something there.
they're cool. But to see that what sucks is that, I mean, like y'all were saying, it's a Subaru turbo motor, you know, and
Yeah, so don't drive it at all.
Yeah.
And then just
But-
sell it.
but I don't need, like, I have my Ram, and I don't need 2 truck-ish.
If you can
vehicles.
call that a truck.
If yeah, but see, the thing is, for what I need, I could. That's all. It's not like
If
I'm
you call that a
hauling
truck,
shit.
then you are also calling an El Camino a truck. I'm just saying.
And El Camino
That's a truck.
is a truck. Like, what do I do? What do I do with my Ram?
I bet you think a hot dog is a sandwich.
No, it's a hot dog.
Yeah, it's its own thing.
I
Well,
don't
see,
know.
but-
That's
look-
meat between bread, though.
But what do I
Sure.
what do I do with my truck? I put shit in the back if I need to go to the dump, and like that's about it.
You do truck stuff. You tow. Can you tow with a Baja? I don't think you can tow with a Baja.
Yeah,
Are you allowed to live in Texas without owning
it's
an
like a-
actual pickup truck?
1,000-pound towing capacity?
I think the Baja. I think it's the truck thing and the Texas thing. You either have to have a gun or a truck. Like it's in either or.
Do you mean in a truck?
Is Subaru even cool in Texas?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's it.
surprisingly.
Right. If you park that thing in the street, are the neighbors gonna like start giving you dirty looks?
No, it's a pretty progressive neighborhood.
All right. Yeah. Anyway, Baja, buy it.
Yeah, I'll keep you all updated.
All right.
Here's some 240s. Here's a 1995 Nissan 240SX SE on eBay.
This is the part of the podcast where we just make me mad.
102,000 miles. Asking 8,000. Current bid 4650. Reserve not met with 20 bids.
That's what that car costs. $46.50.
Yeah,
That's
make
what that
the
car
pictures
costs.
Big.
I wanted to bring these up. Oh, it's gonna be like this.
No.
No,
Go to the
they're
top. Go to the
cosmetic.
top, you silly.
You
There you
big
go.
silly. It looks nice.
RPF 1.
It's angry.
Yeah, get rid of those stupid.
Oh.
Stock
It
wheel?
probably comes on the stock
Are
wheels.
those real Xeons?
Man, it's the Xeon 2 XS.
Oh.
Shit, this guy was
Standard
like, for
load,
real.
Y rated. What an aggressive tread for a Y rating.
When you really got to get through that water.
Wait,
Oh.
what is Y like
Why is the
up
standard?
there with like Z and W, or is that
Well,
like
Z is
T?
faster.
Hold on, I'm gonna look this up.
Which one's the trash tier rating?
Like
Like
8.
T.
T, yeah. T is trailer, isn't it?
Is it? I thought it was like transportation. Is there a P?
Oh, here. All right, hold on. L is the worst rating, and that's a trailer tire.
Oh, Y is actually really good. It might actually be the best rating.
Here,
Oh.
I got a table. Hold
We're
on.
looking like idiots.
Yo, are those Xeon Ys, bro?
Damn, shit, are those Xeons?
I put a table in the podcast chat.
Exotic sports car tires.
Select
Well, I
winner
mean, it is a
tire.
240
Is that an
SX.
exotic sports car?
You know, this $4,600 is looking pretty good.
Especially
I
if
actually
you
brought
get
these up.
tires.
I brought up S14s because I feel like S14 owners are trying to command S13 prices now,
Yeah.
and
Like they're trying to make it happen.
I definitely
yeah, and
think
it's like,
they're
bro, you drive an S14, you drive like a sad Altima, like. F you.
Damn.
This
I-
said it.
I definitely think that the S14 owners are banking on a lot of like normies not knowing the difference between the 13 and the 14.
I remember back in the time period, the S14 was preferable, but mainly because it was just newer.
Yeah, and it's
Right.
it's yeah, and that's where I'm coming from too. Like in my day, the S14 that was goals to have an S14. But now it's kind of flipped now, where S13 is like hyper popular,
Yeah,
and the S14 is
100%.
But still,
hanging on
grand.
because of the S13 popularity.
Eight
Yeah,
grand.
it's like the Mark III Supra of
But backwards.
Nissan.
Yeah, it's backwards though.
They all have this like super muscular looking airbag that's about to explode.
That looks
Like
like a,
abs and pecs and shit.
looks like a bad lithium-ion battery.
It looks like a steroided up guy's chest.
If I poke
Makes
that,
you
is it
feel
going to
safe.
explode?
I don't know what happened to these, but they all look like this now.
The Cayman 987 steering wheel did a similar thing, where like this like line would appear in the middle and start bulging on the other side. It was
It's so
weird.
weird. I guess it's like just UV damage.
But that's a piece of shit.
This one's
The
Peace.
whole car
Yeah.
has got UV damage.
Ooh.
This car fucking sucks.
It looks so nice from that first picture.
You could probably buy an S14 Sylvia Q's for about the same price.
What's in the queues in Japan? SR20 DE?
Yeah.
You're just a turbo away from partying.
Yeah, that's what you're just.
Yeah, and I see you're buying pretty much the same thing.
Yeah. But anyway, this one's here. I noticed that this
shit.
one was $8,000. I didn't look at the pictures. This is a piece of garbage.
Oh yeah, this car
Yeah,
isn't
front
even worth
picture's nice.
$46.50. This car's worth $2,000, $2,500.
And no, I mean I'd give it $4,000. I'd give it $4,000 on the high.
Yeah. I think $4,000 is probably pretty reasonable after looking at all of that damage. Because you're going to have to do body work and get this thing repainted to make it even remotely.
Are people just bidding without
Unembarrassing.
going through all the photos?
I don't know, man. I think that
And
I
you
think
know, that
S14s
might
are just
be-
on the way up.
You might be right.
Go back up to the description.
1995 240 Sylvia. No, just over 100,000 on original engine and body.
The vehicle is drivable.
That's cool.
Nice.
Has 2 flat tires. The engine has just been rebuilt from a broken timing chain. I didn't know that was a thing that could happen, honestly.
That sounds like some serious neglect there.
I had an S13 that got up to 200,000 miles on the original chain before, like, the head gasket blew. Yeah, whatever. I mean, shit happens, I guess. But, man, the paint's falling off of this car. It's not worth $8,000. You're out of your mind.
No.
But then, how about this one? 254,000 miles.
What?
$10,000. Also, it's a 95. It's not a kooky S14. So
and it has those shit eBay fenders that I hate.
Probably doesn't
Yeah.
even have those Xeons.
Yeah, those are
Testing the
definitely not
waters,
Xeon.
not in a rush to sell. Yeah, you're not gonna be, pal.
it's a
those-
K24DE. It's got eBay
Oh,
brides in it after
yeah,
looking at
fake
everything
bride,
else on it.
Of course.
It's got
Fake
some
TEs.
Vorsteins or some shit.
Right.
What is this like body kit?
So it's an S14A front end, which is the kooky front end, which is like the angrier looking one, which is cool, and it came on the 97, 98, but this is a 95. And then it's got some goof-ass eBay body kit,
Yeah.
and like
Engine's
some
got
wide body fenders.
110K on it. Jesus.
It's got full wide body. It's got wide body in the rear,
Oh,
too.
terrible.
Yeah, it's just an awful show car that if you took it to a show, people would be like, wow, what a piece of garbage.
This is, yeah, it's like this is what a teenager would build that has
Yeah.
bad taste.
Right,
hope
this is like
somebody
a
would-
teenager with
yeah.
his parents' credit card built this thing.
And those tires definitely were not made in the Principality of Xeon.
Built this Need for Speed Street.
I'm just noticing that S14s are going up.
And look, he even took a picture in front of the first Fast and the Furious house.
Dude.
Jesus Christ.
So my boy got shot in front of that house.
Jesse got killed there, man.
Are they ever going to bring Jesse back? I don't know what that dude's doing now.
Didn't he die?
Dead.
Yeah, no, he got murdered.
Yeah.
But I mean,
Yeah.
so did
came
Han.
back somehow.
True.
Also,
true.
for the record, Jason Statham killed Han, and now he's
Yeah,
like
and
everybody's buddy.
And, yeah, and everyone's cool with him after that. Like guys, he killed your friend.
He blew him up with a grenade.
That would be like, you know, Johnny Tran just hanging out with the rest of the guys after race
That might
wars.
happen. That might be what happens in the
That's
next
gonna
one.
be
Johnny Tran comes back.
Like, well, that's going to be the next movie. It's just going to take place between like Fast and Furious 1 and Fast and Furious 2, that like 4 hours that they had there right after Jesse died.
Dude, I would love a Fast and the Furious prequel series.
Yes.
Like, it doesn't even make sense though, because it's going to be ridiculous. Like they're going to be doing like Avengers shit, and then the first movie comes out where they're just like boosting VHS players.
Boosting VHS players in their Civics. Like, all right, guys, here's the plan.
The prequel has to be them boosting like candy bars from like gas stations.
And like, why? Okay. You're a truck driver, right? And then a group of fucking riced out Civics come, and one guy comes out of the sunroof in front of you and shoots your truck with a harpoon. Why don't you just hit the brakes?
Gotta keep going, dude.
Yeah, man, you got to get that delivery on time.
Those DVD players
This was
have
the
to get to
early
Best Buy.
2000s, right?
You hit
Like,
the
you
brake,
had to.
and you rip this guy in half out of the sunroof.
The other thing is, okay, how many times did a Honda Civic go under a semi-truck in that movie? There were 2
You know how many
truck
times I
driver
tried to do
scenes.
that in Grand Theft Auto over the years? It never worked.
I'm pretty sure if you pause that scene, like you just paused it on your VHS player, you could see the blocks of wood they added to the trailer.
Yeah, because they had to lift it up like a lot.
You can see, like, the trailer moves. Like, it goes from being a normal trailer to being way fucking higher so a Honda Civic can fit under it.
It's a 16 though.
No, for real. Like, honestly, the Fast and the Furious series, fantastic.
Yes.
Yeah,
I will watch every single one of
I
them.
like it. Yeah, I'm gonna. Hobbs and Shaw was that movie was I didn't like.
Yeah,
it.
that wasn't very good.
I watched it on an airplane and I was like, I was kind of embarrassed. Like I didn't want the guy next to me to see me watching it. You know, like oh, I'm gonna see Hobbs and Shaw. He's gonna think I like it. And then like it was like a bunch of Samoans. Like they all hooked their cars up together and they were like fighting a helicopter or some shit.
That's going to do it for this episode of Collect a Car Feed podcast. Thanks to our sponsors, H Genuine. That's h-genuine.com. Use offer code FEED at checkout for a special offer. And Outworld Systems. For all your refurbished electronic needs, outworldsystems.com. Links are in the description. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you in the next one.